Hello, Valiance fans, and welcome to Kennedy Gym as we prepare for a conference matchup here as the Manhattanville men's basketball will take on the DeSales Bulldogs. So the Valiants come in today at a 6-7 record, 0-2 in the MAC Freedom Conference, while DeSales is at 10-3 and 1-1 in the MAC. So we come into today, the Valiants needing a win here as they're trying to move their way up the conference. DeSales, like as I mentioned before, 1-1 on the conference record, as it's going to be a tough matchup for both sides. Coming in today for the Valiants, Alex Tucci leads the MAC Freedom Conference in scoring and rebounds, or I should say as just rebounds, and ranks 21st in Division III total in the rebounds. Tucci also comes in today 69 points away from his 1,000th career point. Only 25 other Manhattanville Valiants players have been able to do that in their history. Tucci trying to become the 26th. Also mentioning now, looking at the South Bulldog side, coming into today, the hot hand as Kaliku Dawson Amola dropped double figures, 22 points, 7-7 against Del Val last week in their matchup. Also, the Bulldogs coming today allowing a MAC Freedom low of 65.5 points allowed per game. They're going to be a hard team defensively, also shooting a conference high of a 47% field goal percentage. And their defense also leading the conference at a 38.9% defensive field goal percentage. So as this matchup gets ready to get underway, it's going to be a lot of basketball today. Also to mention, our second game as well at 8 p.m. or just around 8 p.m., the Manhattanville Valiants women's team will also take on the DeSales Bulldogs in a key matchup as well. So we'll be back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting ready for starting lineups here at Kennedy Gym. So as we get ready for opening tip-off, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the starting lineup. Stephen Ciotti, he will be the guard for DeSales. Simsick, he will also be the other guard. At forward will be Kwaku Umoa, and Luke Conahan also as a forward, and playing down low will be Connor Jones. So as we get ready for tip-off, also on the five for the Valiance court, Chris Asen, Dom Marina, Alex Tucci, JoJo Cobbs, and Timmy Quinlan. So Tucci gets ready, and DeSales will win the tip-off. So Ciotti will have it up top. Ciotti works it around as Simsick will have it. Back to Ciotti. Working around early, ball movement up top as they work around. One of the best field goal percentage shooters. A deep three as the shot clock expires, and it's going to be rebounded by Tucci. So a solid defense for DeSales here, leading MAC conference defensively in field goal percentage allowed with 38.9%. Let's see what they have to offer today against a Valiance offense that's trying to work their way in as Tucci drives in, and it's going to be rebounded by DeSales. So we're going to play set up here at across half court. Simsick will have it. Works over to Ciotti. Back to Simsick. They work it around up top as Ciotti will try to drive, and now he'll work it back up top. Three ball by Simsick is good. So DeSales strikes early here as Simsick, who's shooting 36.7% from beyond the arc, gets the first points for DeSales. So Arena has it. He drives into the paint. Can't get it to fall. And it's going to be rebounded by Moa. Simsick has it. Cobbs on him. Working it around. Been a lot of up-top movement thus far as they've been able to work a little bit of deep threes. As Simsick from the free throw line can't get it to fall. It's going to be rebounded by Quinlan. Quinlan will have it up top. Cobbs works it around. Screen set by Tucci, and they'll give it to him down low. Tucci with a move out to Cobbs. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock as they continue to work it around here. Excellent ball movement thus far. As the ball is loose, Asen has to get it up, and the shot clock's going to expire with the block. So excellent defense by the Bulldogs. Holds the Valiants from getting a shot up, and they'll take over here. Ciotti gives it to Simsick. They've been doing a lot of working up top as a screen set and a drive and the lay-in for Conahan. So give Conahan his first bucket of the day. And DeSales up 5-0 as Tucci drives. Asen will pick up the loose ball, and he'll drive and a lay-in, and the ball is going to be stuffed and going away for DeSales. Kicking in the corner, 4-3 is off the mark, but it's going to be rebounded by DeSales, and a foul going against the Valiants. It's going to be Chris Asen on the push-off. So DeSales will take it down low. And we're going to have a clock adjustment here, it seems. So refs discussing what they want to do here. And we will get underway again here as DeSales gets ready to inbound the ball. Kick out to Simsick. Back out in the corner, and they'll get a play set up here. Jones has it up top. Ciotti now, he calls out a play. working it around. Valiant's playing tight defense thus far. Tucci plays great defense, but it's going to get the roll for Conahan. So Conahan with his 4th point here early on in the first half. And DeSales up to a 7-0 run early here, less than 4 minutes into the game. Has a drive and a lay-in for Dom Arena. A beautiful execution on the strong side of the left hand, and he'll give the Valiants their first points of the evening. So Ciavi, he will have it up top. Again, working it around from beyond the arc, trying to get an open shot is DeSales as a move by Simsic, and he gets it to fall. An excellent move there by Simsic, and give him now his 5th point for DeSales. So Quinlan has it up top, working it around. Quinlan will set a screen, a roll. Arena drives, and a beautiful lay-in. So the Valiants getting the pick and roll to work early, as they've now put up another Dom Arena drive twice in a row now on the pick and roll. Trying to spread the floor is DeSales though as they continue a motion move. 3-ball in the corner, can't fall, but it's going to be rebounded by Simsic. Asen traps in the corner, and they'll reset a play now. DeSales has been settling with the deep 3 as they've been able to get those open opportunities as they work it down low. The ball's going to be loose and batted away, stolen by Ison. Drive by Arena, and a beautiful move to get the roll in. So Arena put up all 6 points thus far for the Valiants, and it's a 9-6 lead for the Bulldogs as the Valiants are working their way back in. 3-ball off the mark to be rebounded by Asen. Arena drives, he'll kick out. Asen for 3, and he gets it to connect. So give Chris Asen his first bucket of the day, and this game is all knotted back up at 9 apiece as we're going to have a charge called. Excellent defense there. So Moa on the foul. Excellent defense there by Quinlan. And the Valiants will get it back here with 14 minutes remaining in the first half. So the Valiants coming back from a 7-0 run and answering immediately with a bunch of pick and rolls and a wide open 3 for Asen. And the Valiants showing a strong sign of life offensively as a loose ball, and they're going to say it was out of bounds. By the way, coming in for the Valiants, you'll have Mike Granda, Sean Smith, and Brian Haggerty. So DeSales will recover here off the turnover as they inbound it. Valiants playing full court defense as they try to put on the pressure here. Working around up top. Down low. Kick back out. DeSales also coming in for them is James Smith, the senior guard. As Smith shoots, and that's going to be off and rebounded by Arena. Arena trying to get something going on the fast break, but he'll pull out and they'll get a play set up. Down low is Haggerty. Haggerty moving around, and that ball's going to be turned over as Granda couldn't handle it. So a strong showing thus far from both sides as they're showing a lot of energy on their offense and defensive end, trying to make stops and put up points, and both sides have found early runs thus far to keep this game all knotted up at 9 apiece. As a move down low, and it's going to be an and one. An excellent put up there by Alex House, the sophomore forward out of Norristown, Pennsylvania. He'll go to the line for 1 here. House can't get it to fall, and it's going to be rebounded by Sean Smith. So Granda will have it up top. Gives it to Smith. Over to Arena. Smith sets a screen. Back to Smith for three, and he gets it to connect. So Sean Smith gives the Valiants the lead with 12:29 remaining here in the first half. Working around, James Smith will give it over to Pratt. Back to Smith. A put up, and he gets it to fall. Gives Smith now his second bucket of the game, as DeSales will jump back up to a 13-12 lead. Both sides fighting back and forth to get the lead, as it's been a strong offensive showing here in the first 8 minutes. Smith has it down low, moving, tries to give to Haggerty, but it's deflected back to Granda. Granda with a few moves, kicks over as Quinlan for three. He can't get it to fall. Haggerty will rebound it though, and they'll get it reset up top. So Granda, oh! A steal here. Oh, the beautiful stuff, but it unluckily falls back to James Smith. So DeSales will get a layup here, but an excellent block and hustle by Sean Smith on the defensive end. So Arena kicks to the corner. Haggerty, wide open three, can't get it to fall. So both sides continuing to show a lot of athleticism and excellent play thus far within the first 9 minutes. And it'll be a turnover to the Valiants. Coming in for the Valiants will be Mike Ryan. I believe re-entering the game, and also now JoJo Cobbs will now also re-enter for the Valiants. And I believe entering the game for DeSales, or re-entering the game, will be Connor Jones. So Granda will kick it to Smith into the corner. Mike Ryan has it now as he just enters the game. JoJo Cobbs driving the lay-in. Excellent job there by Cobbs to get it to roll in, as he's been doing what he's done all year long, showing physicality, driving into the paint and getting it to fall. JoJo Cobbs coming today, by the way, leading the Valiants with 13.5 points a game, as he continues to be an offensive juggernaut. As a three ball in the corner, can't get the fall, and it's rebounded by Smith. Granda will have it now up top as they work it around. Sean Smith for three, can't get the fall, but he'll get his own rebound. And the put up in the lay-in. An excellent hustle move there by Sean Smith, realizing right off the hand he wasn't going to get it to fall. And Sean Smith showing a lot of energy thus far, as he has 5 points here in the early going. Working around. Three ball for Beeler, falls, and just like that, DeSales back up top, as it's been a back and forth game here in the first half. Mike Ryan has it, as he'll work it down low to Haggerty. Haggerty looking for help. He'll give it to Sean Smith, who's going to get called here. Oh, they're going to say that it's going to be a foul. Looks to be Connor Jones with the foul there.
DeSales foul number 33, Connor Jones, his first, team second. Sean Smith in line, 2 shots.
Sean Smith will go to the line for 2. Smith misses the first one. So Smith coming today shooting 73% from the line. One of the better free throw shooters for the Valiants. Just not getting it to fall there on the first attempt. It's a second from Smith. That's also off the mark, but it's going to stick with the Valiants. An unfortunate roll there. Smith couldn't get both of them to connect, but it'll stay with the Valiants here, as the ball will be inbound to Smith. Haggerty kicks it to Ryan. Ryan driving. He's going to have to get it, as they're going to call a jump ball. The possession on the jump ball will stay with the Valiants here. So the Valiants getting a great break, as that ball was almost stripped out of Ryan's hands. But it'll work their way, and now you have the coach of the DeSales unit, Scott Koval. He's questioning the call there, but the refs decide to stay with the Valiants here, as that's going to be a turnover. Smith couldn't keep the handle with it, and DeSales continuing to show their excellent defense thus far early on, forcing yet another turnover. Is a great defensive move there by Granda. Deflects out of the way, couldn't come down with it. But we're seeing this for the Valiants. That's been the story thus far. A lot of athletic plays defensively, showing as they've really shown a lot of energy trying to get to the ball and forcing DeSales to take up a lot of hard shots. So they work it around as a screen will be set, and they're going to say it's going to be a foul on Haggerty. So they're going to say Haggerty there on the backside. I don't know if it was a push-off, but Haggerty with his first foul. Substitution coming in for DeSales. It'll be Julian Wing, the sophomore guard out of Ridley Park, Pennsylvania. Inbound here as it's kicked over to Wings. Pratt has it down low. And a foul and one. So great execution there to finish by Conahan. And he'll go to the line now for an and one, as that was an excellent move down low. As he can't get it to finish, but Conahan 3 of 3 shooting today with 6 points, which leads this DeSales offense. So Cobbs has it, he drives, and he's gonna draw a foul there. Actually gonna say the foul's down low on Ben Pratt. So subbing back in for the Valiants here, Alex Tucci will enter the game for Brian Haggerty with 8:41 remaining in the first half. So it looks like they're cleaning up down low. Now Coach Pat Scanlon talking to his players to get a play set up here. So inbound it to Tucci. Tucci will give it to Mike Ryan up top. Ryan kicks it to the corner and they'll work it back down low. Oh, great move there by Tucci, but he can't get it to fall. Shot put up a little bit too hard, but the Valiants rebound it. 5 seconds remain on the shot clock. And they have to put it up before the shot clock expires. The ball's deflected out of bounds. It's going to stick with the Valiants. Now the referee's talking. I believe that ball put up by Tucci hit the rim, but there was no shot clock reset. So let's see what they're going to call it here. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to make an adjustment there to the shot clock. They're going to say 22 seconds remain on the clock when it was deflected out of bounds. So inbound down low to Tucci. Tucci can't handle it though, and it'll be stolen by DeSales. Driving and getting the roll in is James Smith. So James Smith, since coming off the bench, has been very productive for DeSales. Coming out 3 of 4 shooting and give him his 6th bucket of the day as Tucci down low gets the and one.
Down the basket for Alex Tucci. DeSales foul number 25, Luke Conahan.
Conahan on the foul, and Tucci being very physical down low. He'll get a big bucket there that puts the Valiants down 4 and potentially 3 pending the free throw. Subbing in for the Valiants, Dom Marina, he'll re-enter along with Mike Granda. As the and one can't get the fall, and it's going to be rebounded by Simsek. Up top now, James Smith will have it. So the Valiants have had a lot of opportunities to make free throws, but haven't been able to get them to fall. That's really the only difference thus far in the first half, as this has been an even matchup. As a 3 ball there off the mark, And it's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it'll go to the Valiants. Simsic tried to get a deep three to fall, as they've been taking a lot of deep three-pointers, just haven't been getting them to fall at all. They've been really getting inside into the paint to work. As Tucci down low, a great move, just a little bit too hard as he can't get it to roll in. And rushing down the court is DeSales. They've been trying to get a lot of fast break points here. Very quick they are down the court as a pass down low. Tucci with great defense, so deflects it, and then going back up, there's going to be a foul called here by the freshman Matt Williams. So Simsic will go to the line here for 2. As the first one was good. So substituting in now for the Valiants will be Chris Asen, and also substituting in for DeSales will be Steven Ciotti. He will see minutes after his early start and potential foul trouble as he drains the second. So it's a 6-point game here, 7:05 remaining. Valiants trail by 6, but are looking for a promising comeback as a shot put up can't get the fall down Marina. Ciotti will have it. As again, they continue to try this fast break to get quick points, but it's going to be stolen here and broken up. Marina has it, kicks it out, back out as they continue to work it around. They didn't want the ball to get out of bounds. As Timmy Quinlan for 3, can't get the fall, but Tucci will rebound, and there will be a foul called. Seems to be a foul called on Ciotti. That's his first. So both sides also equal here in the first half. 5 team fouls apiece. And we're going to have a timeout here by DeSales. So 6:35 remain. It's a 6-point game. And thus far, both sides showing a lot of energy here in a tight one. We'll be back in a moment here as you're watching that Manhattanville Valiants basketball here at Kennedy Gym. So we are back here from the timeout, and Timmy Quinlan will inbound it to Matt Williams. Matt Williams drives, and they're going to say it bounced off his knee on the put-up, so this ball will go to DeSales. The Valiants here showing full court pressure as they're trying to slow down the fast breaking of DeSales' offense. As we hear defense chants, they want to get stops here. They've been doing a good job of that thus far. As a pass drawn, worked inside, and can't getting it to fall is Amoa. So Quinlan works it over to Arena. Quinlan now handing it down to Tucci. Williams drives, and the and one. An excellent job there by Matt Williams getting the finish and the roll in. And he'll go to the line for 1. So Matt Williams just 2 games ago at home came out showing a big scoring outbreak, comes out here and makes a big play for the Valiants with 5:50 remaining in the first. Now we have the refs talking out something potentially maybe with the clock. They were talking about if it was on the ground or not, and it was not. So indeed, Matt Williams will go to the line for one here. As the attempt by Williams is off the mark. And we're going to have a foul here as Ciotti drives into Williams, and that'll be Williams' first of the game. So DeSales up by 4, 5:46 remain. Like I mentioned before, folks, it's been an even matchup thus far. The only difference is the Valiants missing their free throws. That's really been the only difference in the game thus far. As a block there by Tucci. Work it back around. Mike Ryan defends on Beeler, but Beeler will get a 3-ball to fall here. And DeSales back up 7. So Quinlan sets the screen. Eason working it now around. Tucci will have it up top. Williams with a 3-ball of his own, and he gets it to fall. So give Matt Williams now 5 points here as he's entered the court for a short time, but being very strong as a drive, and it's going to be a foul. We're going to say it's going to be a push-off offensively on Beeler. That's his first of the day. And the Valiants continuing to show life. So coming in for the Valiants, you'll have JoJo Cobbs. He enters in for Dom Marina. Cobbs works it around now. Williams will have it up top and give it back to Cobbs. Cobbs calls out a play. They continue to work it around up top with a lot of picks. Down low now to Tucci. Tucci pushing. Trying to make a move as Williams with another great shot, but he can't get it to fall there. A little bit contested. So Ciotti will have it up top now. Working it around is the Bulldogs offense. Something they've been doing all day up top. As a 3-ball, can't get it to fall, is Beeler. And it's going to be rebounded, though, and DeSales can't get it to finish. As the Valiants quickly running down the floor here. Quinlan has it up top, now to Williams. Looking around, Tucci now, he'll call out a play up top as he works it around. Cobbs will get a screen from Tucci. Cobbs driving, hands it off to Tucci. Tucci for 3, and he drains it. So Alex Tucci drains the 3, and it's a 1-point game here as a timeout is taken. So 3:44 remain here in the first half. The Valiants trail by 1. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's been just a very close matchup. However, the only difference is the Valiants not making their free throws. 0 for 4 from the free throw line compared to DeSales, who is 2 of 4 from the line. Making those free throws are absolutely a big difference. It's also notable that the Valiants have 7 turnovers compared to DeSales 5. However, when the ball is turned over, hasn't really made much of a big difference. Also, the Valiants in bonus situation, perhaps maybe they could take advantage of that as DeSales has 7 fouls here in the first half compared to the Valiants 6. But thus far, it's been a very close contested game as DeSales will inbound it here. So pass it out to Beeler as Smith with a drive, and he gets it to roll in. Ball took a few bounces, but Smith, who started this game off the bench, has come out a scoring juggernaut for the Bulldogs. As we're going to have a call here in the paint. They're going to say the foul is on Conahan, so that's Conahan's second of the game. So Tucci will go to the line here for a 1-on-1 situation. As he gets it to roll in. We'll have substitution now. Granda will come in for Timmy Quinlan. Also in the game for the Valiants after the timeout, Sean Smith, he'll re-enter. So the second free throw here by Tucci is drained as well. And the Valiants back down by 1 here. So the Valiants continuing to show the full court press with 3:26 remaining here in the first half. Granda will be on Smith. Working around now is the Bulldogs, as that's something they've been doing all day from beyond the arc, is working around to set up an open shot. Valiants can show great D as a corner 3 is off the mark for Simsic. Into the corner, 3 ball. Can't go, but it's rebounded by Sean Smith, and he'll draw the foul. So Cobbs couldn't get it to roll, but Smith down there showing great athleticism as 3 people were around him trying to box out for the rebound, and Smith getting it himself and putting back up, and he'll go to the line for 2. As the first one is just off the mark by Smith. The second attempt is off, so Smith 0-4 from the line today. Valiant still looking to make their first free throw. They have to take advantage of it if they're going to want to continue their hot streak here offensively. So Arena in the corner, a 3 ball off the mark. It's going to be deflected and picked up by Jones. And then a shot put up there off balance. It's going to be rebounded there by Tucci. So Arena drives. Kick that out to Cobbs. Down low to Tucci. A great move, and that will give the Valiants the lead right there with a beautiful lay-in. So an excellent showing of passing here for the Valiants. Puts them up 30-29 as a drive. They're going to say it's a blocking foul there on Tucci. Thought he had his feet set, but that's not the case there, as Simsic will go to the line for an and 1. Substitution coming in for DeSales, as entering the game will be Alex House, as the and 1 is converted. So Simsic having a great day thus far. 10 points total, 3 of 6 shooting. Also 1 of 3 from beyond the arc and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So making his free throws there is a big thing. Arena drives, he'll kick out to Granda. Granda now drives, Tucci looking, oh, and a great move, gets House to fall, and a beautiful roll-in for Tucci. So this game's all knotted back up at 32 apiece here. And the Valiants fans are going crazy as you hear big chance of defense as everyone is into this game here. Not to mention the Valiants here, big conference matchup. They want this win as a drive by Smith. Smith, a beautiful spin move and around, gets it to fall. And that will give DeSales the lead back here. Smith continuing to put up points. As Arena will have it, the ball will get slapped out of his hands. Oh, they're going to say him in the knee. And they will go to DeSales. I really thought that was going to be Valiant's ball there, but that's not going to be the case. So a great break there for DeSales. And 1 minute remains here in the first half. Smith will have it up top as he calls out a play. Working it around. As Smith will get it back. Down low to House, who gets it to fall. So Alex House, a sophomore out of Norristown, Pennsylvania, with a big bucket there, puts DeSales up 4 here in the first half. Sean Smith has it now. Smith driving, showing a big athletic play there as a kick out to Tucci. Tucci can't get it to fall from beyond the arc. So now the Bulldogs look like they're going to be holding for one shot here with 14 seconds remaining. Smith has it up top. We'll get a screen from House. Driving and into the corner back to Smith. Smith working. He'll drive. He'll put up a lay-in. That's very off balance. It'll get the fall, and that's going to end the first half. So DeSales at the end of the first half leads the Valiant 38-32 in what was a very interesting first half, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, both sides showing a lot of offense. And if I'm the Valiants right now, the only thing they really have to work on in the first half thus far is free throws. Going in the first half alone, only 2 of 8 from the free throw line, both made by Alex Tucci. And then DeSales, they only shooting 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. So if I'm the Valiants, also by the way, the Valiants 4 alongside with Dom Arena, who has 6 points for the Valiants. He is 3 of 5 with a lot of beautiful lay-ins. Among with also Sean Smith, who's been getting a lot of minutes off the bench. He's 2 of 3 and also 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. He's also their leading rebounder with 4 rebounds. So the Valiants doing an excellent job down low, also out-rebounding DeSales 19-17. But as we get ready here, there's just a minute remaining here before halftime begins. I also want to mention that we have another excellent conference game right after this, as the Manhattanville women's will take on, or women's basketball, excuse me, will take on DeSales women's basketball team. And the Valiants women's basketball has been having an excellent season thus far. But we'll be back to you here in a moment. You're watching Go Valiants TV. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Kennedy Gym. You're watching GoValiants.com. As both sides are ready here to get it going. Inbounding for DeSales will be Luke Conahan. As here we go, second half basketball is underway. Ciotti will have it up top as he works it around, keeping a similar format to what they've done in the first half, as down low, Simsick will draw a foul. Excuse me, Conahan will be the one that draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 here. Tucci also credited with the foul on the play. So the first attempt is just off the mark. So in the first half, as mentioned before, DeSales shooting 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Now shooting 50% today, as the second attempt also can't fall in, so 3 of 7. So Arena will have it to give it to Tucci. Tucci hits it to Cobbs. Cobbs for 3, can't get it to fall. An excellent pick and roll execution there, but they just couldn't get it to work, as the Valiants defense now trying to find ways to stop DeSales from scoring, as a lay-in is beautifully put in by Conahan. So Arena will have it up top. He will give it to Quinlan. Quinlan down low to Tucci. Tucci will kick it back out. Arena will drive, and he can't get the fall, and he deflects it, but he can't get it to, he can't rebound as a Mo will rebound it. And it will be stolen. Looks to be stolen there by Asen. However, they're going to say it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to the Valiants. So Arena gives it to Tucci. Asen has it up top. Team to work it around now as Quinlan has it. Valiant's looking for Tucci down low. Tucci spins and gets an excellent step back and gets it to roll in. So Damarina there with the assist. Has excellent passing for the Valiants here in the second half. Simsic will have it, he'll kick it back. And down low now to Amola. Amola also, forgetting to mention, in the first half, he went scoreless. He's the team's leading scorer, averaging 14.7 points a game. That's his first bucket here. So Asim will have it up top. Calls out a play. Screen being set by Tucci. They'll work it. Arena drives. Kicks out to Asin. Asin now driving. He'll try a reverse layup. He can't get it to fall. Ciotti will have it. Down low. And that's going to be a push-off offense. Oh, no, they're going to say travel. So one ref with a fist up, but that was not the case. It's going to be a travel here. So Arena will now take it down the court for the Valiants. Tucci has it. He hands it to Asin. Working it around now as they'll give it back down below to Tucci. Tucci with a beautiful spin move. Can't get it to fall, though. So the Valiants struggling to get shots to fall here in the first half, or excuse me, the second half of basketball compared to the first half, as shot put up, and they're going to say it's a foul on Tucci. Tucci had his hands up, and Coach Pat Scanlon is irate on the sideline. He cannot believe that call, and I do not blame him there. So Moa make the first attempt here from the free throw line. Moa in the first half, as mentioned before, did not score a bucket at all. He only took one field goal attempt. This is his first attempt from the line for the day. As the second attempt from Amoa is also good. So give now DeSales a 10-point lead. They're up 44-34 here to open up the second half. Valiant's looking to put up some points, though, and stop this run for DeSales. JoJo Cobbs has it up top. He'll get a screen from Quinlan. Working around now as he had to pick up his dribble. And Asin for a deep three. Can't get it to fall. Haggerty, an excellent play to get it back in bounds, and it'll be passed to JoJo Cobbs. Resetting the play now. Quinlan sets a screen. Arena for three. Gets it to fall. Arena got the room off the screen. Faded back and took the three. And an excellent job there by the Valiant setting Arena up. So timeout taken by the Sal's. 16:44 remain here in the second half. Sal's leads it over the Valiants 44-37. We'll be back here in a moment. You're watching GoValiants.com. We are back from the timeout here as DeSales will inbound it. Doing the inbounding for DeSales will be Luke Conahan as he ditches it to Ciotti. So working around here, the Valiant showing full court press yet again. As DeSales will set up the offense, working it again from beyond the arc, doing a lot of passing to try to work their way down low. Ciotti will drive, and that ball is going to be airballed, and it's going to be rebounded, but they're going to say it's going to be a push-off on Amoa, and that'll go to the Valiants. So Arena will have it, work it around. Excuse me, no foul there. They're going to say that it was a travel instead. Arena gets it back from Quinlan, or excuse me, Haggerty, as a 3-ball by Arena, and he gets it to drain. So he drains the 3, and the Valiants back down by 4, creating a run of their own, as Arena has made 2 3-balls in a row to get the Valiants within 4. In the corner, Haggerty defends down low, back up top to Ciotti. Looking around, a 3-ball there, and it's drained by Beeler. So Beeler with a deep 3, and DeSales continuing to take shots from beyond the arc despite not making many. Arena has it, a beautiful spin move, getting it to fall. Haggerty deflects it, but it's going to be picked up by Connor Jones. Jones takes it down to 4. Ciotti puts it up, gets deflected. It'll be rebounded by Arena, who kicks it out to Hasten. Screen set by Quinlan. Hasten out into the corner. Cobbs will have it. They'll set up a play. Quinlan now sets a screen for Arena. Arena drives, and a beautiful move, and a foul's going to be called.
Sales foul number 3, Steven Ciotti.
Ciotti called on the foul, his second of the evening.
At the line of the Valiants, John Arena, he gets 2 shots.
Team's first of the half, and Arena will go to the line for 2. Arena can't get the first one to fall. So Arena coming into today, another decent free throw shooter for the Valiants, shooting over 50%. As today, 0 of 1 from the free throw line there. It's the second attempt, can't get it to fall. So the story continues for the Valiants now, 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Free throws are a big thing, ladies and gentlemen. This game could come down to it. So Mike Ryan, he's on the defense here of Amoa. Working it down low. Jones kicks it out. And that's going to be a 3-ball contested by Beeler. And it's going to be, no travel call there. As the ball was loose for a second. James Smith has it, a 3-ball for Jones. Connor Jones drains it, and DeSales is back up by 10. So Valiants working out setting a screen. Sean Smith will set a screen. Haggerty outside thought about a 3, but chose not to. Now Arena for 3 all alone. Can't get it to fall, and it's going to be rebounded by Amoa. So working around is the offense. Smith will take control. Smith led DeSales in the first half with points. He scored 12 in the first half as he's an offensive juggernaut off the bench for them. Looking inside, and it's going to be batted away and stolen by JoJo Cobbs. Cobbs drives, and he gets the fall in. An excellent move and physicality by JoJo Cobbs. And he gets it to fall, and he'll go to the line here for an and 1. So substitution coming in for DeSales. It'll be Ben Pratt as he enters the game here to see some second half action. So JoJo Cobbs shooting 75% coming into the game will make his first free throw attempt of the day. And the Valiants back down 7. This has been a half of runs, ladies and gentlemen, as DeSales started off early with a 7-0 run. Valiants came back with a 6-0 run of their own. And DeSales then jumping back out to a 6-0 run. And now the Valiants putting up 3 points and working their way back. And that ball is deflected by Cobbs into the corner. That's going to be a 3-ball off the mark and rebounded by Cobbs. Branda has it. He kicks it down low. Haggerty with a lay-in. Can't get it to fall. Tip up. And still not getting the fall. And they're going to say it's going to be a foul on Haggerty. And that ball's going to be going the other way. That's Haggerty's second of the game. I'll tell you what, that was a great reaction there by the defense of the Sal's. Haggerty was almost all alone, but an excellent turnaround by, I believe, House, who turned around and made an excellent move to stop that ball from going in, as a move there by Amoa gets the lay-in. So Amoa, turning it around after struggling to even shoot the ball alone in the first half, has put up 6 points of his own here. Sean Smith drives, can't get the fall, but the tip in for Brian Haggerty. So Haggerty tips it in, and the Valiants continuing to show life here in a 7-point game. Down low, we're going to have a foul called as Amoa looks to go to the line for an and one. Sean Smith called on the foul there. That's his second and the team's fourth of the half. So Amoa today already 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and he gets his third free throw to fall. And now DeSales back up 10. The 55-45 game with 12:15 remaining here in the second half. Down low, Haggerty gives it to Ryan. Ryan with the drive, and Mike Ryan gets it to fall in. So the Valiants have been able to drive down the middle into the paint, and they've been giving some hard physical plays to fall in the paint. And the Valiants continuing to show their offense life as they've been able to stick in this game despite a few deep threes for DeSales. As that ball is stolen by Ryan, but he couldn't stay in bounds to get it back out. So this ball is going to go to DeSales. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by, I believe it's taken by DeSales. So with 11:44 remaining, the Valiants trail 47-55. And also the Valiants shooting 42.3%. So thus far, an offensive showing for both teams. Just the only difference today, other than the missed free throws for the Valiants, is that DeSales, actually both teams are 6 of 18 from the three-point mark. DeSales just only taking 2 more field goal attempts. Other than that, not much difference thus far in the game. The Valiants have really been fighting, ladies and gentlemen, this entire game. The only thing you could falter is just a few momentum shifts in the game and the missed free throw attempts. The Valiants notable only 8 free throw attempts in the first half and a total of 19 today. They're 9 of 19. Meanwhile, DeSales is 11 of 22 from the line. So making 50% compared to 47.4%. It's also notable DeSales has 17 attempts here in the second half from the free throw line. They only got 5 in the first half. As the attempt there by Amoa is good. So the Valiants will have the ball here in a 13-point game. Screen set by Granda, and the arena will go up, but there's going to be a foul called. Pratt called on the foul there. That's his third of the game. And Arena will go to the line for 2.
John Marie at the line, shooting 2.
Arena with the first one is good. So give Arena now 14 points on the day. That's second most for the Valiants, as Alex Tucci has 18, and he also has 4 fouls to mention. So he has to be able to be careful here in the last 3 minutes. Arena with the second one and drains it. So Arena today from the free throw line, shooting now 3 of 6. on the day. He has 15 points. As the Sal's works it around. Down low, Simsic will have it. Kicks it back out to Ciotti. Granda on tight defense here. The Valiant's trying to prevent them from scoring as a move in. It's going to be off the mark, but rebounded by Simsic. They work it around, and refs talking to see what the call is going to be here. I believe it's going to be a shot clock adjustment, perhaps. That's exactly what they're doing. I believe they're adjusting the clock here, and that's what's going to happen here with 2:51 remaining here. So it's an 11-point game as the Sal's gets ready to inbound. Doing the inbounding for the Sal's will be Ben Pratt. So Pratt down low, gives it to Amoa, and a beautiful lob. Amoa just reached up and grabbed it and laid it in. So a great play call there. Gives them a 13-point lead as JoJo Cobbs for three, and he drains it.
3-point JoJo Cobbs.
So Cobbs needing to get a bucket here to keep to close the deficit as time winds down. Drains a big three there, and the game deficit's now back to 10 points. So a timeout taken here by the Sal's to 74-64 game with 2:36 remaining. You're watching GoValiants.com. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 2:36 remain here, as it's been a great game of basketball thus far for both sides. A 74-64 game, as both sides showing a lot of offense. As the Sal's ready to inbound, that's exactly what they're going to do. As Simsic Lavin, he'll work it down low, and Amoa, they're going to say no shot, he's going to be down low. So Amoa, either way, rather it was no shot or not, it's going to go to the line 4-2. That's going to be Timmy Quinlan's second foul of the game. So Amoa getting a lot of attempts here in the second half as he drains the first attempt. Amoa today at the free throw line, 7 of 10. All of this yet again coming here in the second half. As the second attempt from Amoa just rolls off the rim, and it's going to be rebounded by Tucci. Bringing away, three ball by Granda, and it's good. So the Valiant's trying to get some fast buckets here to work their way back into the game. Gets a big three there, and the deficit now down to 8. As full court press defense, 2-on-1 situation here, as a pass off the mark, but rebounded by Simsic, and it rolls in. So the deficit now back down to 10. The Valiant's trying to work very quickly here, as they have their fast unit on the court. As Granda for three, he gets it to fall. So Grando with 2 quick threes in a row cuts the deficit to 7, and the Valiants are rolling here with 1:46 remaining in the half. And that ball is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to come back to the Valiants. As an inbound was wide to the left. Players arguing that it was deflected by Grando, but it was indeed not, Arena. So 1:43 remain, and the ball will be inbound to the Cobbs. Arena sets a screen, give it to Cobbs. Cobbs drives, lays it up, can't get the fall. And it's going to be rebounded. Oh, they're going to say there's going to be a foul on the play by Haggerty. Cobbs called with the foul there. So going to the line 4-2 will be Conahan. So Conahan will go to the line here 4-2. A minute 33 remain here in a 7-point game. As Conahan's first attempt is good. So Conahan today 1 of 4 from the free throw line as he tries to close out this game here for DeSales. The second attempt is good. So the deficit yet again back down to 9. But the Valiants continue to show a quick offense that's putting them back and closing this deficit. As a foul now called, Arena is going to draw a foul, and he'll go to the line. 4-2 now, as they'll go to double bonus. Ben Pratt called on the foul. That's his 4th of the game. So Arena will go to the line today. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. As he makes it. Sean Smith will enter for Haggerty here for the Valiants, and then entering for DeSales will be Simsick as he took a minor break as he comes back in. As the second attempt by Arena is good. So 1:26 remain here. It's a 7-point game. And the Valiants are working their way back. They have a big run here. As a full court pressure, Simsick will have it. Simsick puts it up, and he gets the roll in. So Tracy Simsick going. Cobbs with a speed up 3. Can't get it to fall, but he'll get his own rebound. He'll lay it up, but he can't get the roll in. And it'll be rebounded by DeSales. Showing full court pressure here. Grando will foul, and that'll send Pratt to the line 4-2. So Granda's 3rd of the game. And overall now perhaps an intentional foul situation with a minute remaining. The first attempt off the mark for Pratt. Pratt today 0 of 2 from the free throw line, also 2 of 6 shooting as he has 4 points for the Bulldogs. As the second attempt is off the mark and rebounded by Tucci. So Arena will have it up top. Gets a screen from Tucci, driving into the paint, and gets a beautiful roll in there. And the Valiants cut it now down to 7. 50 seconds remain, and the Valiants playing tight full court defense here. As Ciotti went on the top, they're going to try to work it here, but there's going to be a foul called. The foul going to be called on Arena. That's his 3rd of the game, and they'll send Ciotti to the line for 2. So 44 seconds remain. You have to assume the Valiants here are going to be doing a lot of intentionally fouling with the shot clock getting set to expire as the first attempt is off. Valiants working their way back down from a big deficit has closed it into 7 as the second attempt from Ciotti is good. So the Valiants come up with quick shots. Perhaps they can come up with a few more and close this in as a drive by Arena and a fall in. So give Dom Arena 21 points in the game, which is a Valiant's high on the day. 37.4 seconds remain. It's a 6-point gain as the DeSales Bulldogs lead it over the Manhattanville Valiants 82-76. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching GoValiants.com. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As 37.4 seconds remain here in this tightly contested ball game. Just 6 points separating between both teams here in what is a very big conference matchup. So the Valiants here on hard D. Williams on Ciotti. Ciotti will get it, and the foul. Oh, Williams tried to foul. He couldn't get it. And now the Valiants working as excellent ball movement here by DeSales, and there's going to be a foul there on Quinlan. So going to the line, 4-2 will be Pratt. That's an excellent job there by the Valiants. While it did take a little bit of time to get the foul, Pratt today, however, shooting 0 of 3 from the free throw line. So perhaps maybe getting a struggling shooter from the line as Pratt makes the first one. As Valiants had people to use the foul in now, as Haggerty will enter the game alongside Tucci, who is in foul trouble. And the timeout taken here. So 29 seconds remain now. It's an 83-76 game, as the second free throw attempt will be pending here in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what. Besides free throws in the first half, this game has been practically dead even. Both sides showing a lot of offense, and especially the fact the Valiant's coming out strong against a team that leads the MAC conference in field goal percentage defensively. The Valiants today are shooting 45%. DeSales averaging only 65.5 points a game defensively. They've allowed 76 today. And also 38.9% defensive field goal percentage. The Valiants shooting well above that at 45% today. But the only downfall is what's been hurting the Valiants is the fact that DeSales has been scoring like crazy. DeSales shooting 47.9% coming into today. They're right now shooting at 50.8% on the game. Also 33.3% from beyond the arc. So the second attempt here from Pratt about to happen as we come back from the timeout. So the Bulldogs will get back here and play defense as no one is in the paint, ready to rebound the free throws. The second attempt by Pratt is good. So the Valiants here need to put up a few quick shots. They're down 8. As they work the ball around, Cobbs trying to get open. Haggerty works it. Cobbs now drives. He'll give it down low to Tucci. Haggerty. No, it is Tucci. Tucci gets the roll in.
Timeout called by the Valiants. It's a 30-second timeout.
So a timeout taken by the Valiants. They trail now by 6 with 16 seconds remaining. Both sides in double bonus, so obviously 2 free throw attempts are going to be coming no matter what. The strategy here is you got to foul quickly, and who's going to do it? Tucci has 4 fouls on the day, so he can't really foul. Don Arena does have a foul to give. At least 1 foul to give. He has 3. Same thing with Mike Granda. He has 3 fouls, so he has 1 to give. JoJo Cobbs, who's been able to stay out of foul trouble throughout the day, he has 1, so he has 3 fouls at least to give. And Ryan Haggerty has 2 fouls today. But they're going to enter Timmy Quinlan into the game and Sean Smith. It looks like, in Matt Williams, so they'll utilize them to give a little bit of fouls here. So inbounding will be DeSales, and Williams immediately fouls Pratt.
And the foul for 24, Matt Williams, that's his 4th.
So Pratt will go to the line again for a 2 here, with 14.9 seconds remaining. And the first attempt is good. So the Valiants now resubstituting Arena, Quinlan, and Tucci to re-enter the game here, as Coach Pat Scanlon playing a little bit of strategy with the fouls to give situation just in case of an overtime situation. Second attempt is good, and it's an 8-point game yet again. As Arena with the spin move, kicking out to Tucci. Tucci has to take a 3, can't get the fall. Sean Smith, JoJo Cobbs trying to fight for the rebound, and then Cobbs fouling with 3 seconds remaining.
Now the foul for 22, Brian Haggerty, is 3rd.
Or they're going to call Haggerty, who was the other man in the circle there. But either way, Haggerty now with his 3rd, I believe. Going to the line here will be Conahan. So the first attempt here by Conahan is good. So it's a 9-point game, 3.3 seconds remaining. Seems like DeSales is going to walk away with a tight victory here, as that one is good. So it'll be a 10-point game. The Valiants look like they're just going to dribble it out, as Arena lobs up a 3 to end the game. So that's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The DeSales Bulldogs won an 88-78 over the Valiants. But I have to tell you yet again, ladies and gentlemen, it was a tightly contested game for the most part. Valiant shooting 45.2% in the game, DeSales shooting 50.8%. But that's just our first game here, as we have our second game upcoming here in a few moments of our doubleheader matchup. The Manhattanville women's team will face the DeSales women's team as well. So we'll be back in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 2. You're watching GoValiants.com.